Hey guys, this is Marco, How to Be a Hero in Real Life podcast. I'm joined by a most incredible human being, completely what you will not expect. And he's brought his tools with him to show something very, very unique about him. Now, his name is Jerome Azoran, which is also a pretty cool name, right? He's also ginger like me, which is why we get on so well. But I prayed mine to go away a bit faster than his, so it's okay, all right? So, Jerome!
Hello, brother.
Welcome, how are you?
I'm very good, very good.
Now, you are an incredible, soulful Glastonbury, many people would call a hippie.
Mm-hmm. They would.
So tell us a little about yourself and what you actually do now, just to give us some context.
So, born and raised and housed at Essex. Parents moved to London. My dad ran a studio in Pimlico. We then moved to Glastonbury. I was raised as a musician.
Yep.
Got to a very high level. I was lead cellist by the age
Let's
of 15.
not go into that yet.
Yes.
Right? Let's just talk about what you're doing now with your life.
So,
who are you?
from a lot of pain that I've experienced from a large family, 10 brothers and sisters, I bumped into this mighty stone called Shungite. And I now help people basically move a lot of pain, suffering, all that I call the black gold or dark matter, which is just low vibrational content. And I help them shift it really quick. So I have lots of offers that span across lots of different ways of working with energy. So I'm a specialist energy coach.
Nice. Now, a lot of people watching this are going to be going, woo, 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 woo. Right? Alerts. Yeah. This guy's crazy. Crystals don't work. Tell us more about it.
This does, because there are fullerene molecules in here, which have science backing them.
Okay.
So Buckminster Fuller discovered these molecules. So there's a very interesting thing happening with these stones where, if I show you this one, which is Tektite glass or Libyan gold, the ancient Egyptians wore this on their bodies for spiritual human evolution.
Yeah.
There's no science to say that that does anything. Energy experts will say it definitely does.
Yeah.
It's the most powerful manifestation stone on the planet. This one also very powerful. This is 30 million years old. This is 2 billion years old. So really what I'm bringing forward are many ways and techniques to show people how to very quickly evolve.
Sorry, I mean, what made you take this direction? How did you get into this?
Because I thought my life was headed down a high flying cello route. You know, I was very good at cello. It was my whole life. Then I was just watching.
This is the slightly bigger than the violin. Yeah. So how would you hold the cello?
The cello, otherwise known as the violin cello, you sit and it sits between your legs and your composure.
So you don't have it on your shoulder. No. It sits between your legs.
Here, and it rests against your heart.
So it's quite a big thing that stands on the floor, right?
Yeah. And you bow it or pluck it. So I reached a high level. I was lead cellist by the age of 15 in a local youth church.
Now that is a pretty incredible achievement.
So the conductor kind of looked to me for, he believed that I had what it took.
Yeah.
The confidence, the strength, the intonation. And then in 2009, I picked up a bowl, turned around to put it on the side. It smashed in my hand, nearly chopped my finger off.
Wow.
So like that, my whole life was over.
What, why? Because you couldn't reattach the finger?
The finger was hanging off my hand and I was waiting 5 days, 5 nights in my bed. There were no doctors.
Why were there no doctors and hospitals near you?
Because it was Boxing Day. They were all on holiday. By the time
there was no emergency you could have gone to?
No, this required the top hand specialist. So when I went in, they took the bandage off. My whole finger was black to the top.
So it was finished?
I thought they were just going to take it.
Yeah.
So every day I was going through the most horrendous levels of emotion, like anger, rage, frustration, panic.
And you were 15 years old?
No, this is later. This is in 2009. So
okay, so
whatever the math is.
20,
my 20s.
Yeah.
What happened is I needed something for body pain. I was in the most excruciating pain. Imagine bolts of electricity rushing down.
Coming from this finger that was nearly severed.
Coming from my energy field and striking down and hitting, you see the scar
Oh
here,
God, yeah, yeah.
hitting here and
Yeah.
hitting nothing.
Yeah.
This was when I got fixed up. But during that journey, I thought, well, my life is over. I'm never going to play ever again. I thought they were going to take it.
Yeah.
After an 8-hour, 45-minute micro-optic surgery, the doctor managed to fix me.
Okay.
But I lost this much of my whole tendon. That's affected my whole body now. Like, my body is still not in alignment, really. So there's a journey around that. But what happened is I then went on the hunt for something, a tool that would help me with the pain. So I went into a local crystal store and I said, I need something, anything, can you just get me something? The lady found this stone here, which is called Noble Elite Shungite. So
Why is it called Noble Elite Shungite?
Because it's the highest grade. This is Silver Elite. If you look at that,
yeah,
it's all crushed and kind of, it's got a different look. This is just the highest grade form.
Okay.
Which means it has the highest.
How were you directed to this particular rock, though? What?
Well, that's part of my story, which you'll have to download in Start Now. All right? Book one.
Start over, turn any loss into a sensational comeback. Turn any tendon lost, any finger lost into a sensational comeback.
It's about how I fell into darkness.
Okay.
The darkness of my own soul, really. And that's what I now teach, coming from a very spiritual background. So my mum's a deep trance medium. So I've had extraordinary training spanning multiple areas of mastery in the kind of evolution banner, if you like.
Yeah, the spiritual realm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tie cutting, how to bring higher self in, fire ceremony, mastering crystals, sacred sound, developing your chakras, working on your inner child.
Yeah.
I mean, sacred geometry, manifesting, many things. And coming from that kind of background, and then hitting this fork in the road, well, this is now what I do with people. So I help everybody who comes my way. So I just did a session with a client and I said, well, what do you do? He said, I'm an investment banker in Spain. And I said, well, why are you here?
Yeah.
He said, well, my energy's on the floor.
Okay.
But I have a great family life. I've got 3 incredible children. I love my life, but something's off here. So people come to me from all walks of life. What do I do now? It's quite narrow now. What do I love? I love to help men and women and all walks of life, all age groups, to really get in touch with their voice power.
Yeah.
What does that mean with this? It means I'll cover your whole body in about 3 kgs of these stones.
Wow.
Which is interfacing with a 2 billion year old on this earth anyway, but it comes from Jupiter. So it's actually an ancient technology that was gifted to Earth. It hit Earth 2 billion years ago, collided, scraped up all of lots of minerals and powers and different crystals. And so this raw form is packed full of fullerenes. So I'm involving cellular regeneration power, which is...
What's the...
life force.
What is the result in terms of what do you feel when you've got all these rocks on you, this shungite on you? What do you go through as a transformation?
Your energy expands. You start to understand the power of your chakras, and you start to understand vibration and sound, waveform, frequency. So in the beginning was the word, and you know the rest.
Yeah.
Well, I got into that, and I was like, well, but this in the beginning was sound. Was rocks crumbling down the mountainsides, was the sound of water, birds and scuttling spiders. So this puts you in touch with your highest frequency, but in my language, your sound.
Okay.
And sometimes when the sound comes in from your higher self and then your big soul power, your higher self soul, that's one with all the ascended beings, comes in and then informs what I call the pain body, which is connected to your sound body.
Yeah.
And I call that sacred sound.
Got it. Okay.
So my brand that I'm launching is the Shungite School of Sacred Sound Alchemy.
Nice, nice. So when someone's got this shungite all over them, you are chanting sounds to kind of...
I'm guiding them...
synchronize with them or something?
I'm guiding them through a body of work.
Okay.
Which is a step-by-step way which starts with 3 steps. And it starts with, we did it a minute ago.
Yeah.
I call in and command forth. The word command is two old words.
Yeah.
Come and, it's a yin.
Yeah.
It's a pulling power.
Yeah.
So when you say that, I always start my work, whether group, one-to-many or one-to-one, with I command the higher self. Not me, I'm not going to heal you. We ask for the higher self to come directly into the vessel that has a mission or a soul purpose or a plan. And sometimes that soul purpose can't really take action because there's too much pain in the body.
So the Shungite releases the pain. It goes like a channel.
It completely dissolves it.
Okay.
I've had breakthroughs. If you go on my Instagram, Jerome, I have so many testimonials, one after the other. I've worked with hundreds of people. Every single time, they're totally blown away.
Yeah.
They're like, I didn't even know this existed.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I was like, I know, right? Neither did I.
Yeah.
I fell into a dark
So you're saying now that what happened to you with the
chopping of the,
Are you saying to me now that that was the best thing to ever happen to you?
I wouldn't have then, but I do now. This is called your Jupiter finger. You might not know that, but this is the finger that says, where am I going in life?
Yeah.
Ah, I'm going over there.
Okay.
But you don't know that yet.
Yeah.
And that's what happens when people come and meet this energy, this is Jupiter power.
But I can feel it now. I can feel this.
Well, hold one.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've just...
there you go. That's what it does. It
Right.
takes up, hold that long.
Okay.
And then close your eyes and say, I call in my full soul power.
My full soul power.
And then feel your chakras, your power centers, and see if there's a power center that is actually calling for more power.
It's here.
In your heart.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you breathe into your heart, now they say online, this is the most powerful emotional healer. Thousands of people. This is like a famous wave hitting the planet.
No, I feel lighter already holding this, for sure.
What you do is the inner child is saying, I need love in my heart. Now you and me are linked because I left school early on too. And I was in so many fights. And I said to Mum, I'm out of here. I'm done.
Yeah.
So I went and studied music, and that's what's led me to this unique way of working. So if you tune more and more in here, there'll be a tone, a sound of your heart that's very different to your yang, your solar plexus, which goes, let's go.
Yeah.
It's more in, the heart draws you in.
Yeah.
And makes you, ooh.
Yeah, and I feel it. It's really strong.
Then you start to feel like, oh, something needs to shift here, which is the water. So what I offer are initiations of the 5 elements. So when this is all over your body, you feel fire.
Yeah.
Then you feel, oh, now I feel really emotional. Oh my God. Now that's got to move. Then you feel deep earth. Ooh. Then you feel air.
So you go through certain phases of release of this.
There are initiations through the elemental worlds of light, the 5th dimensional body of the earth, Mother Gaia. And I have very powerful beings that work with me, ascended beings.
Yeah.
And that's how I've been working with my family. My mum's like top 3 in the world, deep trance.
No, I came to see you for your 40th birthday in Glastonbury, and I was like, whoa. Right.
Yeah.
And I didn't have time to do a therapist. Well, I'm definitely going to do this now. Yeah, definitely going to do this now.
Well, that was my offer to you, was to cover you in the Shungite and help you, because you've helped me.
Yes, but that was with my partner at the time, and that's not around anymore. So that's now me. That's me and you, baby.
Yeah.
Yes.
So come to Avalon, the Sacred Isle of Avalon. This is where I work with hundreds of people from all over the world, groups as well.
Nice.
I work with crystal balls as well, and Tibetan gongs, and I have so many different ways of working. But the idea is you open, and we serve you to reach another level of energy.
I love that.
And that means allowing.
So Avalon is in Glastonbury. What's that about?
Yeah, Avalon is otherwise known as the Sacred Isle.
Okay.
Jesus walked from, well, all over the world.
Because I've got the Roxy Music album, Avalon. Yeah. That's the only thing I know about it, but it's so cool.
In this instance, this is a place of deep soul empowerment.
Okay.
Beings come from all over the world, every culture, to go on deep soul quests.
Wow, in Glastonbury.
In Glastonbury.
Right.
This tiny little town with a tour and a chalice.
It's got an incredible reputation, hasn't it?
It does. And that's because of the dragon lines, the Michael Mary lines that run through it.
So we're talking about King Arthur and all this kind of legend is born from there?
Yeah.
Excalibur and all this kind of thing?
Well, the Lady of Avalon, or the Lady of the Lake, who held the Excalibur up, she's actually an ascended being.
Right.
So people come to see her.
Yeah.
But before that, there was Gwyn ap Nuth, who was the first god of the Isle in the 1st century. They prayed to him before the Romans came and wiped them all out.
Right.
They prayed to Gwyn ap Nuth, who was a very powerful god. So it's a place where you can tune in to your own archetypes of the divine feminine,
Amazing
divine
stuff.
masculine. That's what this does.
Now, Jerome, we're running out of time, buddy.
Yeah.
So but I need to ask you a question, right?
Well, we need much longer, right?
We do. Well, next time we're going to do a lot longer. Maybe you can cover it with me and we'll take you through a process or something like that.
Good.
On the podcast.
Yes.
Call it the Rock Cast,
That's
right?
right, yeah.
So, something happened recently in Egypt where they found, I don't know if you guys have seen this on the news, they found all these tubes under the pyramids that go down nearly 1 kilometer long.
That's right.
Bigger than the New York State building, Empire State Building. Mm-hmm. What is your speculation what this is for?
They're like superconductors.
Yeah.
And whatever they have done, they've tapped into the core of Mother Earth. And
into the Gaia.
Generating power and energy. So some say they were the Anunnaki, an ancient race of beings that ran out of gold.
Right.
And they came to Earth to take our gold.
Okay.
Some of them were good, some of them were
not so good. Yeah, yeah.
You know, there's an ancient story there, and that's not really what I bring. I'm really about bringing the human evolution aspect.
Yes, sure.
But they are they're resonating power.
So what you're saying is that no, thousands of years ago, that was like a power station of energy.
Well, it still is.
Yes.
Now I went.
If people know how to use it.
Actually, went in the Great Pyramid.
Right.
For 4.5 hours private access.
Yeah.
And I laid in the pink rose granite box.
Wow.
And I toned with all these crystals. I call this monocrystal healing.
Yeah.
All one kind of mineral for all the chakras.
Yeah.
And I laid there and toned, and I was not the same when I came out.
Wow. What do you mean not the same?
I was activated, brother. It was freaking powerful.
You were off your face, basically.
I was completely
vibrating. You were vibrating.
Yes,
yeah.
I was vibrating.
So you think these superconductors are basically to energize you?
Well,
isn't
the
it?
pharaohs, the queens, and the kings, they went in these powerful places.
It's like healing center in a way.
To bring downloads.
Yeah.
This is why we talk about the higher self.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we're certainly experiencing the lower self.
Yeah.
And that's what I teach.
Yeah.
The lower self needs to be experienced in the body fully.
Yeah.
Now, I know that. I just went through a 6-year breakup.
Yeah.
So, of course, I'm feeling...
You're feeling the lower
all
self.
the lower self.
So you need to cover yourself in rocks.
Well, and more.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm here to see you, because you're helping me lift up, and what goes around comes around, right?
Absolutely. So listen, guys, we run out of time.
Boom.
Thank you, Jerome, Zoran. Incredible.